Dionysus is the god of grape harvest, winemaking, fertility, orchards and fruit, vegetation, insanity, ritual madness, religious ecstasy, festivity, and theater in ancient Greek religion and myth. The name originates from Greek, Dio, meaning of Zeus, and Nisa, meaning location of his rearing. And indeed, Dionysus was born from the thigh of Zeus. Dionysus's birth was a winding road created by the fates. Zeus first had sex with Persephone, and as a result, Zagreus, known as the first Dionysus, was born. However, he was eaten by the Titans because of Hera. Zeus retaliated with thunderbolts, which was the origin of humans from the Titan's ash. The second birth of Dionysus was similarly complicated. Zeus seduced a mortal woman, Semele, the Theban princess and daughter of Cadmus and Harmonia. Hera then tricked Semele and convinced her to ask Zeus for a favor. Zeus agreed, wanting to make her happy. And Semele asked Zeus to reveal his true form to her. Due to his binding word, he was forced to reveal himself, and as a consequence of seeing his true powerful form, Semele burnt up. Melancholic yet determined to save his son, Zeus rescued the fetus and sewed him into his own thigh. And Dionysus was born again as a god, whereupon Hermes took him to Mount Nysa in Asia. His Roman labor is Bacchus, yet he is the 13th Olympian god. Dionysus is an agricultural god and a god of ecstatic worship. He presides over plant life, especially liquid elements, including juice, sap, and wine. It is a misconception that Dionysus was a new god who came late into the Greek world, as the Linear B tablets provide evidence that he is present early in Greek mythology. In the myths, Dionysus had various resistors. Lycurgus was an impious Thracian king who attempted to drive Dionysus to the sea, as he thought Dionysus was an invader. There are two outcomes to this myth. In one, Zeus blinds Lycurgus, and in another, Dionysus instills madness within him, and Lycurgus kills his own family. In the Bacchae by Euripides, Dionysus went to his birthplace of Thebes, where neither Pentheus, his cousin who was presently king, nor Pentheus's mother Agave, Dionysus's aunt, that is, Semele's sister, acknowledged his divinity. Dionysus punished Agave by driving her insane, whereupon she killed her son and tore Pentheus to pieces in mad ecstasy. In the city of Argos, all the women except the daughter of King Proetus joined in the worship of Dionysus. Therefore, Dionysus punished them by driving the daughters mad, and the women killed the infants whom they nursed at their breasts. Dionysus also punished the daughters of King Minyas, king of Orchomenos in Boeotia, similarly by turning them into bats. Icarius was another individual who was cordial toward Dionysus, giving his shepherds wine. The shepherds became intoxicated and killed Icarius, thinking he had poisoned them. And Erigone, daughter of Icarius, hanged herself over her father's grave out of grief. Dionysus was furious and livid at this act of violence, and as a result, he punished the Athenians with a plague, inflicting insanity upon all unmarried women, who hanged themselves, as Erigone did. The plague did not cease until the Athenians introduced honorific rights for Icarius and Erigone. Finally, Dionysus fell in love with and married Ariadne, the Cretan princess who helped Theseus navigate the labyrinth of the Minotaur. Together, Dionysus and Ariadne had Olympian, the wine drinker.